Well, hello world. Welcome to RPMusic Studios. I'm Sean Bombs, and today we're going to do a comparison between the API 2500 hardware unit and the UAD plugin. Now, I have the original version of the API 2500 that does not have the mix knob, so I won't be doing any parallel compression in these examples, but I am going to push it a little hard for the drum stem that I'm sending through it. Now, this is from my band, the 1-2s. The song's called Sad Eyes, so I have rough mixes of stems, so I have drums and guitar and the like that I'm gonna send through it, and then I have an actual final mix that's ready for mastering, so we're gonna put that through just the API 2500 and see what that can do, an A/B comparison. So I'm going to be printing in real time so you can see things. I'll probably cut them short so the video's not too long, and then we'll do some A/B comparison. We're gonna start with the hardware, and you know what? I'm gonna do a bypass real quick before I record it onto the track, just so you can hear what it's doing to the drums, what the drums sound like prior to this. And this is an extreme example. This is something that I would probably put in parallel. Also, I would probably not send all my cymbals to the compressor at the loudness that they are right now. I'd probably have them 20 dB lower or something, still sending it, because I like to send a little bit of the cymbals, but not the whole thing. So here we go. So as you can see, I'm hitting it really hard. It's bringing up all sorts of cymbal wash, and it's smacking the transients and just elongating the tails of everything. So that would be like a parallel compression thing, unless you were really going for that trashy sound, which I love it anyway. But when you add in guitars and stuff with something like that, then it'll be too much. But so I have it on the fastest attack, because if I was using this in a parallel compression, sometimes I want that parallel compression bus to take off the transient, so you're not worrying about it being over the top with the flam. I'm trying to just get the space and that harmonic content in there to fill in some of the sound and give it the sound of the room a little bit more. But that being said, I'm going to print this, and then we're going to do the plug-in, and we can A/B them, okay? Alright, so now let's do the plug-in. Alright, so hardware is the blue track, plug-in is this purplish pink track. Okay, we're gonna go between the two, so here we go. If you can't hear the difference between those two, it's okay. I can barely tell the difference between those two as well. UAD did a really good job with this thing. I'm having a hard time really hearing that much of a difference. The differences are so negligible that, especially if that was my parallel compression, I don't know. It probably wouldn't be that big of a deal, or it wouldn't make or break a recording. All right, so let's do a guitar stem, same song, and I'm gonna have the drums and the bass accompanying it, so you're hearing it in context. And I'm gonna do the bypass thingy over there with the hardware so you can hear what it's doing just real quick, just so you can get an idea of what you're listening to. Now that might sound extreme, and it is, but I just want you to really hear it, so that's why I'm doing it. It's obviously a lot louder, and this isn't about what it sounds like before and after. This is about plug-in versus hardware, so don't roast me. We're gonna print the hardware, and then I'll do the plug-in, and we'll A/B it. Okay. Alright, so here we go, recording the plugin. So we're going to listen to this with the guitars by themselves, and then I'll throw the bass and the drums in for context, okay? Again, very, very close. I mean, you're splitting hairs, I think. There's definitely a little bit more richness in the hardware, but again, I'd be happy using either for this purpose. And that's all I gotta say, really. I mean, they both sounded good. Like the low mids were a little, like such a little bit better in the hardware to me, but I could listen to it tomorrow and hear something completely different, I'm sure. And if you blindfolded me and had me listen, I don't know if I'd be able to pick which one was which. So, take it for what it is. Alright, so now we're doing the final mix print that I have set up here, and I'm going to play with and without the compressor on it, just so you can hear what you're listening to, and then we'll do the print and all that other stuff. Okay, so let's start it now. So again, I'm using the makeup gain on the API just for a little bit of harmonic content, but you know, also the compression's doing a lot of stuff too. So I have it at a 1.5, which is typical setting for this thing on mix buses or mastering buses. Tone medium, slowest attack, fastest release. I tried to match them the best I could, and if there's level discrepancies, we'll see. So it's time to stand. Oh, let's stand up. Oh, do a stretch with me, guys. Oh, do a stretch. Everybody stretch. Time to get up and stretch. Whew. All right, here we go. All right, so now we're going to do the plug-in print. So there we go. Now we will A/B these two. Again, not going to make or break everything. I mean, the differences are subtle, and I mean, even on this one, I don't know if the plug-in one is a minute amount louder. It sounded like the lower mids were a little bit more prominent, but that could be that I haven't eaten breakfast yet. You know what I mean? And that's how close they are to me. I hope this helps somebody out there, and if you're on the fence about should I get the hardware, should I get a subscription to Spark, I think a subscription at this point would probably be the best thing to do. If you're looking for that API sound, UAD definitely is delivering that. I think the differences really were tiny and to me insignificant and unremarkable. So you might hear it differently. I'm sure there's some people out there that are going to hear huge differences. To me, it's not enough to sway me either way. I'd be happy with either or. And that's my takeaway from this example. Maybe if I use it on different things, I'll hear different stuff. But, the biggest difference I think will be if you really push the units, you're going to hear a lot differences. And maybe if I messed around with the tack times and everything like that, maybe I would hear a little bit more differences and nuances. But in these examples, I think I'd be happy with either. And that's it. So if you got anything out of this, please hit the like. If you are into this kind of content, hit the subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified, because I'm going to be doing recording techniques, organization skills, different mics I use for drums, and just different techniques. And also I still will be doing my guitar stuff that I do on this channel, different pedals, checking out different pedals, combinations of pedals, running drum machines and synthesizers through different pedals and all that fun stuff, because that's what this channel is really about. This isn't the scientific channel. This is having fun recording channel and, learning little things and sharing. So if anybody has any ideas that they want to share, feel free to comment down below. And, I'm trying to build a community of people that want to have fun recording, not just the little splitting hair thing, because that's just, I've done that before, and it's just that's not fun to me. I want to have fun when I record. You have to do testing here and there to really hear the differences between things, and you want to be knowledgeable so you're not getting snake oiled, I guess. But at the end of the day, whatever works, whatever gets you from point A to point B is what it is. I've recorded with minimal stuff, and now I'm recording with all this stuff, and really it's really how you use the equipment as well. So it's not just having the equipment, it's how you use it. So knowing your stuff. But and I'm still learning every day. I still learn all the time. All right, so I rambled enough. I'm just gonna end this video right now. Bye bye, 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 bye.